Books that make you want to be in the place that they are set in are already checking some important boxes, but I might be biased because I love Taiwan. Hi, I'm Megan, and this is Loveboat Taipei. Loveboat Taipei by Abigail Hing Wen is 432 pages. It follows the story of 18-year-old Ever Wong, a Chinese-American girl living in Ohio who wants to pursue her passion, dancing. In her last summer before heading off to med school, she has only one plan: to dance as much as possible before her days are filled with endless exams and molecular biology. But an unexpected turn, her parents send her to Taiwan to study Mandarin for the summer and to get in touch with the culture that they left so long ago. Suddenly, she finds herself thrust among the very overachieving kids her parents have always wanted her to be, including Rick Wu, the Yale-bound prodigy profiled in the Chinese newspapers since they were 9, and her parents' yardstick for her never measuring up life. What her parents don't know is that the program is actually an infamous teen meat market nicknamed Loveboat, where the kids are more into clubbing than calligraphy and drinking snake blood sake than touring sacred shrines. Free for the first time, Ever sets out to break all of her parents' rules, but the question is, how far can she go before she becomes untrue to herself? Like anything, there are pros and cons to this book. On the positive side, it takes place in Taiwan, a place that is brimming with unfettered history and culture to the point where when I first stepped off the plane at Taoyuan International Airport, I looked at the cloud-shrouded mountains and said that there are definitely dragons here. The book doesn't take a deep dive into the cultural heritage of Taiwan, but it does touch on the prevalence of the night markets, the food, dancing, and indigenous peoples that live there. Loveboat also deals with really serious topics like racism, mental health, toxic relationships, and finding yourself. It's a coming-of-age story that pits the values of parents who did not grow up in the culture that they immigrated to against the values of their children who don't always understand where they're coming from. Sexuality, feeling confident in your body, and taking back the stereotypes that society places upon you are included as the characters work to own their identities instead of passively accepting what other people assume about them at first glance. Some of the negative reviews of this book complain about the pacing and how these difficult topics are dealt with, how the book floundered as it skated over really important issues, dealing with them quickly and sometimes off-screen before resolving in a clean-cut manner. Loveboat gets 3.8 stars, cut short from 4 because of how specifically this book hit my interests. I adore Taiwan, and I know that this made this book a more personalized journey for me. Not deep diving into all of the issues that crop up during the course of the story improved the pacing of the book in my eyes. Sometimes that's how difficult problems resolve, especially when you're a teenager in a new place. But also the problems that the characters face in Loveboat are not about being resolved or preached about. It was about how the characters reacted to them and ultimately who they became and are actively becoming by the turn of the last page.